mindset. From the roots to the crown, we define. Real talk, real love, perfect timing. It's the nappy dreamer. Yeah, you know the vibe. Kia Blain. Yeah, we talking real life. From fake to the pain, we just keeping it right. Love, money, self-worth, sweeping it light. Generational curses, yeah, we breaking that chains. Single arm mama, still we healing up home. Black joy, black love, yeah, we shifting up from where we lost every lesson. It's a part of the game. Body, soul, yeah, we tapping you in. Safe space, no judgment. Let the healing begin. If you're searching for your purpose, let it start from within. We just planting them seeds, watch you bloom and ascend. The melanin mindset, where we grow within.
What's good, what's good, what's good, everybody, and welcome. If it's your first time viewing, welcome back. If you're returning, I'm theNappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blain.
And we are
the Melanin
Mindset. I'm clipping that one. It sounded perfect. I'm clipping it. What's really cool, y'all, we officially hit 500 plus on Facebook. So if you're viewing from Facebook, you see a comment in there, you can now send us stars as a form of support. So whoop whoop. Yes. And wherever you're viewing from, go ahead and comment down below right now. Let us know where you're watching the Melanin Mindset from. Because if you're not already plugged in, you can follow us, the Melanin Mindset. Oop, I wasn't ready that time.
Okay.
All right. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Melanin Mindset. Make sure you turn on those notification bells so you can be among the first to know when we go live. Follow us on Facebook, The Melanin Mindset. We can be found on Instagram, Melanin Mindset _ good old TikTok at The Melanin Mindset. And last but not least, on Threads, Melanin Mindset _ So make sure you connect wherever in the world you are possibly able to connect. And we would love to have you part of the show. So that's that, friend.
So if y'all saw the flyer, you know we talking about them red flags today. Let me tell you, people love to talk about a red flag, but we be straight up ignoring them. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But we also going to talk about green flags, because sometimes we don't be acknowledging the green flags too. You know, red stop, green go. We got to pay attention to both, you know.
I'm done. Wait, but before you start, friend, I told you I had something.
Well, you told me to go ahead, and now you're gonna tell me before I start. Come on, make up your mind.
Because I need to get your candid opinion, and I would love to know what everybody else has to say too. So I was scrolling on social media, as you know, I tend to do. Okay,
yeah.
And there was a reel. There was a reel, and it was this Caucasian lady, I'll say it that way, a Caucasian lady who happened to say, "What my toddler wants, my toddler gets." Now, let me paint you a picture. This there was an African-American family enjoying their child's birthday party. They had cake, you know, they had all kinds of stuff. Well, this counterpart child walks up and asks for a slice of cake. The parents don't pull her away, they don't deter her, none of that. They let her stay there until basically she gets her slice of cake. And then the mom proceeds to not only record it, but then post it to her social media and say, "What my toddler wants, my toddler gets." Shout out to the lady who gave my baby cake. Now, it's the caption I saw. It says, "A white woman is going viral after her toddler interrupts a black family's birthday celebration for cake. Mom then tweets, 'What my toddler wants, my toddler gets.' Black women say that this is the start of raising a caring and entitled adult who doesn't believe in boundaries." What's your thoughts on that, friend?
I don't know. Because one part of me wants to say, like, you know, it's the fact that she went and got it from somebody else. Like, if you wanted to say what your toddler wants, your toddler gets, and you tell your toddler, we're going to go get you some cake. That's their cake. We're going to go get you some cake. Because you might be raising a little thief on your hands, and she just thinks she can go take what she wants from anybody. Then, you know, your toddler wants time in prison. But also raising a child to have that strong mindset of, you know, not just getting what you want, but working for what you want. You know, you do kind of gotta have that balance in kids. But no, I agree with the whole, because where they do that at?
Yeah, my
And
biggest
I
discrepancy
and
was
I
the mom's
almost
post.
and I almost feel like if it was another white family, you wouldn't have dared allow your child to do that. I'm almost sure you wouldn't have.
You would have
So I don't know.
interjected.
Mhm.
Yeah, because based on the way the footage looked, the mom and dad just stood there while they waited for their child to basically get what she wanted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that in action before too. One time, I think you were with me that year. We was at the park on the 4th of July, and that little boy wanted to drink the water out of the cooler. And my
Mm-hmm.
friend was like, "No, that's nasty." And the dad was like, "Oh, he just needs a hydration. Like he gonna have some salmonella too. That's the water we wash
Mm-hmm.
the chicken with." Like what? No, stop. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors that come into play with that. Like health wise, okay. You gonna mess around and say your child get what you want from the right family and have a sick little baby on your hands.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Asking is one thing, but watching as your child petitions and is not being acknowledged initially, and then
hmm
when they finally get what they want, what my toddler wants, they get like, and you got the nerve to post it on social media,
And you
sis. Carry
posted it
on.
on something like bragging.
Carry
Yeah.
on.
Very odd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely giving this is like my stomach hurts a little bit. So
Oh
yeah.
no. Feel
Mm-mm.
better. Topic. Go ahead. We want you to
Because
feel better.
she
So let's
wouldn't have
talk
came
about
up if
tonight's
she went,
topic.
she'd still be wanting cake. You'd be baking a cake for her, walk up to my table. And I'd be like, no, go on over
Mm-mm.
there with your mama.
That part. Not tonight.
So we're talking about red flags and green flags. Now I don't even know if I can focus. I'm just thinking about this little kid.
First
Um,
definition. Red flag.
Red flags are warning signs that tell us something is off. Sometimes it shows up as disrespect, inconsistency, manipulation, avoidance, dishonesty, control, or patterns that make us feel unsettled. I like that they put avoidance in this definition because sometimes we don't see avoidance as a red flag. Like you avoiding confrontation is definitely a red flag if it's something that needs to be confronted.
True.
Green flags, for the sake of giving definitions, are the signs that something is healthy. They show up as consistency, accountability, emotional safety, respect, honesty, communication, and peace. Tonight we're just not, and we don't want to just talk about noticing them most of the night. Yeah, that is what we're talk about. But we also want to talk about what happens after you see them. Because a red flag is only helpful if you're willing to acknowledge it and do something about it and take action when you see it. Right?
Big facts.
So
Big facts.
um what's one red flag? Everybody, I want you to put in the comments. What's one red flag that you always see? You never gonna ignore. Or maybe you've ignored it before and now you know you're not gonna ignore it ever again.
I pushed the wrong button. I'm trying to type it in the chat, girl.
Mm. Well, why? You don't think they hurt me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm backing off.
What is one red flag you will never ignore again? And you can answer the question too, friend.
Oh, I guess for me, a red flag would be lack of accountability. Like, granted, I'm trying to think of a good way to word this without like just going off left field. Let's say I'll give a scenario then. So with you sharing with someone, you said a thing, and when you did or when we interacted in this moment, it made me uncomfortable. And then the person turning around and saying something to the effect of, well, when you did this, that's a red flag I'll never overlook again. Like, so I
Mm-hmm.
can't express that I was uncomfortable because now you're gonna drill up a part where you feel like I made you uncomfortable. That was, yeah, lack of accountability. So you put up on the screen combativeness when somebody starts talking about somebody else. Oh, come on, Mr. Jimmy Blain. That's
That
a, yeah.
that's a big one for me too. Like, don't come to me like okay. From when I was teaching, our classes would move from one class to the other. Oftentimes, and I just think it's probably just a little natural. A teacher wants to tell you, yeah, this one right here, she's da 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 da. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me interact. with said student and make my own opinion. I don't like that. And then especially if it's always negative. Like I've never had nobody come to me and say, "Oh, so and so is very helpful." That would have been nice. You always want to tell me about the spoiled apples in the bunch. I don't want to know about them all the time. I'll figure it out.
That
But
part.
also too, being the one that's talking about, oh, everybody this, everybody that, like you being so negative, I know you'll turn around and say the same thing about me, whether it's true or not. So yeah, definitely a red flag.
Hmm. Listen,
Hmm.
if they'll bring a bone, they'll take a bone, and that's something that would always be said. They'll bring you the nonsense. If they bring you the nonsense, they'll take nonsense somewhere else,
That
and it could very
part.
well end up being about you.
Yeah. So
Am
like
I
what?
freezing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Did it seem like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I see you now.
Okay.
Somebody will let us know in the chat if you froze.
You know they will. They will.
Hmm. Why do we ignore red flags?
Comfort or
Comfort.
familiarity. And y'all go
Hmm.
ahead.
That
Y'all can
word.
answer these things too. Familiarity, comfort.
Hmm. I know.
I've gotten better about not doing it nowadays, but yeah, same thing. Go ahead.
Loneliness.
Ooh.
Hmm. Some people. I do. Familiarity is a really big one. Um, Fear of starting over.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that happens a lot in jobs, especially jobs with toxic environments. But you like, where am I go? What am I do? Like that fear of wanting to having to start over. That man, that thing could, um, yeah, keep you, yeah, afraid of being alone. How do you
Friend,
know
what
you're
about
mhm,
go ahead. How do you know?
when you're being patient versus making excuses? I just was reading a question and that one kind of jumped out at me.
Oh. Um the other one that I was thinking was the reality versus potential is another reason people avoid red flags. Like, I know what they could be, but who
Oh,
are
that
they?
does kind of sound the same thing. The patient versus making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you're being patient with stuff that you shouldn't, and you're using the excuse of, but I know they're better than that, or I know it's this, or yeah. Um, yeah, sometimes this statement says sometimes the red flag was not that we didn't see it, the red flags that we kept negotiating with it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. You kept trying to say, well, yeah, I know it's this, but no, it's this. Period.
I know this is what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they never showed you that that's really what they were. But I know that's what they mean. Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
This next category is on you because I don't know nothing about relationships and dating. Um, red
All right. Well,
flags
I'll
in
take.
relationships and dating. I just feel like, and that's because that's the belief system I have. Like, um, once you get married, once I got married, I've accepted those flags. So these are now our flags. But at the same time,
Not
if
red
a new
flags, shared
one,
flags.
if a new one should emerge that is out of our initial contract, then we may need to reevaluate that contract. But I'm just saying, like little stuff, like you throw your clothes on the floor next to the bed. Like, all right, annoying, but I signed up for this. I knew it beforehand.
But is throwing your clothes on the floor really a red flag? Like, that's just the Aggie
It
thing.
can be if you're a super tidy person and you know it's
Mm,
gonna upset you in such a way.
fair enough.
Yeah, it could be. And that's the thing too about red flags. Something that might be a red flag for one person that's small might not be for somebody else.
Mm,
You know?
hmm.
Like chewing with your mouth open.
Shut up.
What? I'm just saying some people just it's just a no, just a absolutely not. But
That's
then
petty, friend. That's petty.
how am I being petty?
Because I can't stand people chewing with their mouth
I
open.
know a lot of people who can't stand. I have a few children that can't stand people who chew with their mouth open. See, that's a red flag too. Thinking everything about you.
I can't stand anyway. Red flags in dating. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, here we
So,
go. It's
like, what's the dating red flag? What would be a dating red flag?
I feel like the list we have is pretty comprehensive. So I'm gonna just ramble it, hit it, and we can move to the next topic. So we got love bombing, inconsistent communication, disrespect disguised as jokes, no accountability, controlling, secretiveness, constant excuses, moving too fast, anger issues, isolation from friends and family, always blaming the exes, and words and actions not matching. So the biggest ones for me, hands down, would be the love bombing.
Okay,
So
this is what I was going to ask. I said most of the, a lot of this like is self-explanatory, but some of these I'm not understanding what it would look like. So explain to me what love bombing looks like.
The captivation by any and everything that you do. So
Hmm.
everything you do is just so amazing and so phenomenal, and I just love how she smiles, or I love when she giggles, and I just want to always be around you and spend every moment I have with you, bruh.
Hmm.
Love bombing. Same thing, that kind of connects to the moving too fast. So it's like immediately I've only been talking to you for a little bit and now you ready to move in. Like that's wild.
Yeah,
Like you don't
I
really
do.
even know me. That's wild.
Hmm. I do. Is it true? Because I've heard. Is it true that like the older you get, the quicker you move because you ain't got much time?
Listen, now that
I've
ain't my
heard.
testimony. I'm out here
Yeah.
tiptoeing through the garden, okay?
Just
But
saying, like, have you noticed
but
that? Or
yeah,
that? Yeah.
I've heard it from people. I've heard
Mhm.
it from people. People have told me like, they don't have as much time as I have, that they're trying to accomplish certain milestones in life. Me on the other hand, I think because of past experience, nothing is worth me sacrificing my peace to that extent. So since
Yeah.
I'm no longer living in a space where I feel like I would have to bend, break, or otherwise be moved, I am not dancing with that anymore. So if
Mhm.
I'm 65 when God sees fit to send the next one, let it be. But
Yeah.
I just don't feel like no. I don't connect with the people who are saying they don't have much time, or because they're older they got to hurry up and find somebody, cuz what harm would it do if you continue to just enjoy and go on adventures and be single?
Mhm. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's the thing. Maybe for that person it would.
Yeah, I would love to hear some comments from anyone who feels like they're living that story. So if you feel like,
Mhm.
okay, I gotta hurry up and get somebody because I don't want to be too old or anything like that, or too far along in life. Some women feel like they don't want to be overly established. I
Mm.
did hear someone tell me she didn't want to buy a house because she was single, and if she ended up getting with someone, then she would have to dissolve the house, and they would have to get something together and all of that. So I have heard those
Mhm.
perspectives.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've even heard the
So,
other way too where maybe the man amassed a certain amount of wealth and he's like, "Who I'm leave to?"
oh, that too, that too,
Yeah.
that too,
Mhm.
for
So
sure.
there's that.
Another big one is disrespect disguised as jokes.
Oh yeah. And that's a big
That's
one. I
a
think
big
that's a big
one.
one in friendships too. Like, don't keep
Uh huh.
insulting me like it's funny. Because
Yeah.
after a while, you might, the Philly might come out in me.
Inconsistent communication. Again, that's another one for friendship. I'm sure we'll tap dance on that a little bit more in the friendship category. But inconsistent communication. Don't start a thing you can't keep up. So
Mm-hmm.
I could do without a good morning text. Keeping it above. I could do without a
Mm-hmm.
good morning text. Do I like a good morning text? Absolutely. Makes me
Mm-hmm.
smile. But if you start a thing, don't stop a thing. So, like, whatever you start out doing, that consistency is going to be everything. Like, if you start out asking me on dates, or you start out, planning things, or you start out doing certain things, like, don't go, like, once you get me, changing that entirely. That's wild work.
Mm.
Yeah, that's wild work. I think those are my top. I'm going to give it my top three. Those were it.
Okay. I think that that could that inconsistent, like doing things. I think isn't that what most people do in the beginning anyway? Is you do more in the
They're trying to.
beginning. Like I don't know from a male perspective. I can only talk from a female perspective. So from a female perspective, we first start dating. I would assume that you gonna be cute all the time, your hair done, nails done. When we go out, we look this way. And then, once we get comfortable, you ain't getting a full face every time I see you.
I'm bad.
So would you consider that
Maybe I'm doing it
inconsistent?
wrong. No,
No,
maybe
I'm
I'm doing
I'm
it wrong.
asking you, would you consider that? I'm not asking you what you're doing. I'm asking you, would you consider that inconsistency on the female's part?
It could be. It could be viewed as inconsistency.
Okay. Like if she started out a baddie and then she got comfortable and now she only, beat her face on Sundays for church, you would say, dang, you messed bro up. He was used to seeing you one way and now you ugly.
Not now you ugly.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Oh
I don't know. That
man.
was that was what came to mind
Like
when you
yeah,
said
no.
starting like doing a thing consistently and then stopping. I don't know why. That just came to my mind. But then also too, from a male perspective, don't I feel like men do more in the beginning because they're trying to get you. And then once they got you, I don't agree with you just cold turkey stop doing the nice things. But like,
Hmm.
okay, maybe you can't afford to do 5 dozen roses like you did the first day. Give me one. you
Shoot, just
know,
give me a flower.
just something, still the gesture, maybe not the exact thing, but the gesture should be consistent, right?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's definitely a balancing act. Like in the area, let's look at a green flag would be like, okay, he might give you 12 dozen roses. Instead of doing that, like just bring me what you know you can sustain.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to give me these huge things. And also like on the female part, instead of always just going so far out there, just keep it a buck and be like, when I go out, I look like this. When I'm at home, I look like this. And so just
Mm-hmm.
keep it authentic. Like there are levels to the effort that goes into my look, much like you. Like how there's levels to their effort most times. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see, most jokes are offensive. Oh, gracious. Most jokes are offensive. You can tell if it's meant to be disrespectful based on certain factors. It's not always intentional to hurt you. Fair?
If it come up more than once, it's something to you. If the
Yeah.
same thing, if the same little disrespectful joke keep coming up, you got a problem with me in that area,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Agree.
got a problem with you keep bringing it up.
Totes agree. Let me
Mm-hmm.
see. Yes, both parties stay consistent. Right. I feel like putting your best foot forward doesn't mean going crazy at your first. Like my first time coming out in this dating world,
Mm-hmm.
definitely I'm gonna have it all, together. But then it's like afterward, like I'm still gonna have it together when we go out. But if we kicking it at the house, like I feel like you deserve to see what I look like under this.
Yeah.
So because then that's gonna set up an unhealthy expectation,
Yep.
one I can't maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
The florist is getting rich.
I don't
Love
know
that.
what you meant by that, but I probably took it the wrong way. Yes.
Backhanded compliment.
Backhanded
Ooh.
compliments. The like you compliment and then go, couldn't be me.
Uh-huh. Can't stand those. I can agree
Mm-hmm.
with that. That's the person's insecurity of themselves. Ooh,
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of times the things that we get upset with or we poke fun at other people is an insecurity within ourselves.
big
Definitely.
facts.
Whether you realize it's the insecurity or not, but it's definitely that's what it is. And you probably need to go sit down and evaluate that. So
Now,
red
friend,
flags and friendships and family. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, how do we avoid calling everything a red flag just because it makes you uncomfortable though?
Mm, I don't know because just because it's a red flag, it might not necessarily make me uncomfortable. So
Mm,
it just makes me aware.
mm.
And
Okay,
you
so
know how
all
I
red flags
am.
don't make you uncomfortable.
No, not many things make me uncomfortable because I address everything immediately.
Fair.
You know I'm the clapback queen, so I'm gonna say something in the minute it feels weird. So maybe, so I don't know. So for me, I would say addressing the
Mm,
flag, and to get clarity on what the person's motive was behind the flag. You know, like,
mhm.
we've been dating for 3 months now, and for the first 2 months, you text me good morning. You gave that example. Then that last month,
Mm,
I mean, I ain't got no good mornings all month. Are you okay? Are we okay?
right.
Is this, so I guess addressing it could help you identify whether it's truly a red flag or something that can be worked out.
That's big facts. So you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go into the friendships and family category?
Yeah, that's next, ain't it? Or did we
Yeah.
have more to say about dating? Did you have more to
Oh,
say
not
about dating?
y'all comment down below if y'all got the red flags in dating, and feel free to also leave behind a couple of green flags that you've spotted in your dating experience if you're out here dating. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd like
All
to
right.
hear
So,
you say a green flag in dating.
oh, a green flag is consistency. So
Okay.
that consistency, like, I'll give an example
Mm-hmm.
cautiously. So, a green flag would be authentic compliments or commentary. And the way you know when it's authentic, for me, I know it's authentic when it's okay. Expectations are a red flag. When it's unexpected is what I was gonna say, but I just saw them put expectations are a red flag. But
See, because but if
sorry,
expectations, I don't know. So is the consistency not an expectation?
it's a desire.
But no,
I
you're
can't
saying
expect
be consistent.
I can't expect you to be consistent. I can only accept you for who you are. I can want you to be consistent, but I can't expect something out of you that I don't know is in you.
Girl, you broke my brain.
So
I don't know how to, I don't know.
listen,
I don't know.
if I'm
I'm
sitting
broken.
here and
I'm
I'm like,
broken.
yeah, oh, that's there we go. That's a better one then. Actually listening. So for example, if I say that this is a thing that intrigues me, entertains me, or otherwise, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then you bring it up casually in an interaction or experience because you remembered that that really mattered to me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that shows me you're listening, even when it's like the smallest thing. That to
Okay.
me is like the biggest green flag ever. Like when I'm out and it's kind of presented in a way that something comes up and it's like, remember when you said such and such and such a thing? We should do this. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That gets the girl in her feels a little. You know, it gets her in her feels. Somebody says good morning text is a red flag. I'm done for.
I kind
A
of
good
agree.
morning text is a red flag.
I agree.
Uh, that's
Especially
like
if it came
a type of love bombing,
especially
possibly.
especially if it came before 8 o'clock. Like your
It was
good bows
scheduled.
ain't even dropped yet. Your good bows ain't even dropped yet. You either scheduled that text or why are you thinking about me this early? Get up and pray and go to the bathroom and stretch.
I'm done. I'm done. Uh, that's what I'm saying. It's a setup for failure. Like if I'm looking at you and putting a label as to what I think you should be doing, I can't say what you should or shouldn't be doing. Oh, I hate this.
But if you just told me to be consistent, then you just tell me what I should be doing.
I would like you to be consistent, but if you're not consistent, how can I be like, okay, he's going to be consistent? Like, no, I don't know that. I can't
I
expect
don't know
for
why
you
this is
to do
hurting
a
my
thing.
brain. I don't know why this is hurting my brain. We'll just say I'm slow on this one.
I love it. Hope this will make good fuel for the after hours, I'm sure.
Mm-mm.
King or queen talk, friend. That good morning, queen, my African Nubian princess. I hate those text messages and those messages.
Mm.
I hate them so much. So yeah,
Why?
I don't know. It's just I feel like some of it, okay, I shouldn't say in every instance, but some of it is very well scripted. Very well
Mm-hmm.
scripted. It's like you just
Well,
you see me
shoot,
with
it's
light.
all very
You
well
see my
scripted, ain't
natural
it?
vibes. I agree. Okay, expectations are red flag. What is this? Frowning upon a good morning text. I do. I agree that That is a little bit crazy. I'm on this side of things because I feel like if it's at random times during the morning, like who cares what time you get up? Like at a random time, like, oh, let me just say good morning, or even a good morning phone call or something like that. Especially you don't live together, so I kind of like
Mhm.
it. I kind of like it. Do I
Mhm.
expect it? No. If you start it, do I want you to keep it up? Yeah. But if you never do it, is it going to bother me? Also, no. So it's just kind of like it's a that's the one. That's the one. Grand Rising, my Nubian queen. I hate that
You
one.
know, I hear this a lot. I have heard this a lot, that the whole grand rising and the king and queen thing, people don't like it, but I don't get why. It
Mm,
almost feels like I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like you don't feel like you're deserving to be greeted that way. Or like it's too, because people
mm,
say it's too much, but it's too much of what? It's too much
mm.
of what? Do you not see yourselves as kings and queens? Why not?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just the where it. I don't know how to give a blanket
Now,
without it
if you
seeming
out
like
here
I'm
talking to
categorizing.
weirdos, and I think if you out here talking to weirdos that give off weird energy, it don't matter what they say, it's gonna give off weird. But I think
There we
just
go.
attacking, but I think just attacking the terms, like what the terms do to you, they've been words forever. Like,
It's usually, and like you said, weirdos. It's usually the person that's coming. I have had some level-headed interactions or conversations with people who are more on the grand rising side of the fence. However, it was more of an authentic interaction. I think we had this conversation where you're like somebody who actually read the Bible having a conversation versus somebody who just owns a Bible having a conversation. It's a dynamic
mhm,
difference. So I've
very much
had
so.
conversations with people who are enriched in that space, and they are on the grand rising side of the spectrum. It just seems like in the world of dating, unfortunately, the current stance is that majority of the grand rising people are not that well enriched or informed. They're doing it as a performative measure. So it comes off inauthentic, if that makes sense. So it
Okay.
comes off it yeah, in the world of dating, I'll say it that way. It comes off inauthentic. What is this one? You can't maintain a good morning text. Clearly the singles are out tonight, boy. You can't maintain a good
I,
morning text. It's
mhm.
love bombing.
I think because what you're saying is, if I'm texting you good morning every morning, isn't that love bombing? I think also too, you know what? I'm a take up for the grand rising and the king and queens of it all. Y'all keep saying grand rising, keep calling them kings and queens, so you could weed out the ones you don't want to. Because maybe that's a red flag for them. Like if I was somebody who said grand rising and you get annoyed, okay, we're not a good connection.
We're not compatible.
We're not
And friend,
compatible.
I'm blackety black black. So I'm talking all things black all the time. And that's
Hmm.
just kind of my wheelhouse of things, the melanin mindset, the nappy dreamer. Like I'm supporting black, all of that. That is really my drive.
You
So
know,
if I'm
you're
with
you
somebody
calling
who's
yourself
like,
the nappy dreamer would be a red flag for me.
cut it out.
Nicknames are a red flag for me. Like,
I
what
like
in the
that.
identity
I'm
crisis is
taking
going
it.
on that you 75 and we still calling you Pookie? Like, what the hell?
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. What's the next comment? Oh my gosh. Give me a second.
Somebody
Quick,
said
click the
kind of
next comment. I
oh, I'm
gotta get it
sorry.
together.
Kind of sounds fake when it's stated when we actually know what we are. It doesn't need to be stated in greetings. Lies. I don't agree. It does. Sometimes we need to hear it. We need to hear it. No, no, we're attacking the word. We have to believe more of ourselves. Calling things a red flag, honestly.
You running through these
Calling
comments is a
things
red
a red
flag.
flag is the red flag. It wasn't meant to be green. Sitting there building frustration because things aren't shaped is a red flag. Love bombing is for people who love bombing is for people you don't like. If you like them, you'll take all the compliments in love.
Why are you like this, bro?
Because it was a lot. We had to get through them. I had to get through
I'm dying over
them.
here, bro. It's time for the commercial anyway. I'll get myself together. We'll be back and we'll talk about red flags and family.
Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Kimmy Elegance, where luxury meets healthy hair. Created by professional stylist Kia Blain of KB Hair Designs, Kimmy Elegance is a hair and body care collection made with nourishing oils and botanical ingredients that support your self-care routine without unnecessary compromise. From rosemary, amla, fenugreek, black cumin, and jojoba in our luxury hair growth oil, to argan jojoba and sweet almond oil in our Pure Protect elixir, every product is created to care for your scalp, strands, and skin with intention. Healthy hair, radiant skin, luxury without health compromise. Shop Kimmy Elegance today.
Welcome back. Friend,
You still ain't get it together.
Oh my gosh, yes, please hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed and turn your notifications on so that you can know when the Melanin Mindset goes live. Friend, I'm sorry, this is your part. Go
Go
ahead, do your
ahead and
thing.
share so somebody else could come in and call all the red flags too.
Mhm. Go ahead, friend. Where's your QR code? Let me get it
Oh
up.
yeah, just put the QR code up there so you can get yourself together. Go ahead and shop Kimmy Elegance Guy, where we have curated these products to work for us and not against us. With we took out all the red flags and dumped in all the green ones. So
Period.
we took out all the red flag ingredients and only put in green flag ingredients. And
Oh,
then
I
if
need to
you would
talk to
like to
my
get
mom.
oh Oh yeah, because your mom has started a healthy hair reset, and we are going to have a
Mhm.
challenge. Kimmy Elegance at KB Hair Designs. We're going to have a healthy hair reset challenge. So if you've been at that point, I feel like you get to a point in your life where you're like, I need to really start taking care of myself, and your hair is part of that. So we're going to start a group where we're talking about what to do and what not to do with your hair, and what products work for you. I'm going to be doing personal consultations live on Zoom or in the salon. So you guys keep a lookout for that. And Melanin Mindset tends to share my stuff, so you'll see it there too.
Perfection. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna talk to my mom about using her before photos because my mom unfortunately had some health concerns and she was in the hospital wearing like a little knit beanie the whole time and it
Hmm.
rubbed her hair so bad in the sides and in the top. And
Yeah.
so she started using Kimmy Elegance what now, 3 weeks ago. And
Yeah.
and this is not even exaggerating. Like she went from like a shiny patch right here to like it's a little peach fuzz. So I did get the pictures. Yeah, I
Okay.
did get the pictures. So I'm gonna see if she'll be comfortable with that if I like black out her face or whatever.
Yeah.
If she'll let me use those pictures because y'all need to see some befores and afters. So as she progresses. So friend, I'm about to do what you like to call the church announcements. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So y'all make sure that you are shopping at www.themelaninmindset.com. Get your MFing t-shirt, which is going to help support the endeavors that we have. You all can give us stars out on Facebook. You can shop at themelaninmindset.com. You can get our merch, which is like t-shirts, cups, keychains, tank tops, and it's about to be cold season, so we're gonna bring them hoodies around the corner. So make sure that you're shopping the Melanin Mindset, and I think we have like 4 coloring books left. So please by all means support.
Hmm.
Do you have QR code still blocking the view? All right, so do you have questions and you want opinions without everybody in your business? Submit your MFN questions to the Melanin Mindset for the MFN questions segment. We also welcome DMs. So the melanated mindset at gmail.com is where you can go and send in your anonymous questions, or go to www.themelaninmindset.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's an entry form down there where you can fill out and submit your MFN questions to the Melanin Mindset, and we will be responding to those questions live on the Melanin Mindset.
Hmm.
Friend, that's all I can handle right now.
Okay,
I
I got
think
a
I said all
question
the
I need to
things.
answer. I
Uh-oh.
got a question that says, do I have got something for beards and bald spots for men? So here's the thing. Hair is hair. So this hair growth oil is that's why I called it a hair growth oil. Wherever you have hair and you want it to grow, it's gonna grow. I don't know if you remember the example your nappy gave a couple episodes ago. She was rubbing her eye from her allergy with the oil on it and had one eyelash grow longer
Compare.
than the other. My husband had a patch in his beard. He put it there, the patch mended, and now you have a more seamless goatee going on. So yes, wherever you have hair that you want to grow or fill in the patch, it does help. And a lot of times though, it's still internal, but if you're trying to get the environment for where healthy hair can grow, cleaning it and applying the oil would help with applying nutrients to help it aid it in the hair growth. So yes, the oil works for beards. I actually have
Hmm.
more men who use it on their beards than I have women using it on their hair. Just a
Um,
disclaimer.
oh, another important disclaimer is going to be consistency. Because although
Yeah,
my mom is over applying, she is doing it every stinking day.
every
So
day.
she is
Yeah.
following the prescribed regimen, and that is
Mhm.
actually helping her in
I
turn.
wrote her a whole
Friend,
prescription. Mm.
I'm gonna keep my act together, but it looks like we got a few more questions while we were out. I'm just gonna put them on the screen really quickly, and I'm gonna let you do that rapid fire thing you just did, so we can transition to the next subject.
Yeah. It's only two. It's that one. People that say grand rise and people wear crystals. Oh, okay.
Mm?
I don't know. See, I don't know. It wasn't a complete thought there, but I think they're just saying the same people that say grand rising are people that wear crystals and that type of stuff. Um, could be. I mean, two things could be true. So yeah, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And then we're all red flags in our own right. Be true to your redness. You know what? Stan never lets us down. Oh, and don't let it outweigh your greenness. That part.
And listen, big ups, big ups, big ups, because I said we was gonna give them a shout out on our next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all make sure if you're looking for some edgy content and you're looking for those debatable conversations, I think that's the best way to put it, a good debatable conversation or interaction, check out the Let's Get Canceled podcast. They are definitely comprised of they're part of the MFN family. That's the best way to put that. They are part of the
Mm-hmm.
MFN family. So y'all check out the Let's Get Canceled pod. They are also on YouTube and Facebook, and I think Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So they are on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So check out the Let's Get Canceled podcast with Tech, another nickname, and Tommy with an H. So y'all give it up one time for the Let's Get Canceled podcast. They show us so much
Mm-hmm.
love, we can only return the favor. So, friend, let's talk about red flags in family.
Mm-hmm. And friendship and family. So we got another list. Red
Hmm.
flags can be one-sided support, guilt tripping,
I didn't do that on
competition
purpose.
competition disguised as friendship, constant negativity, boundary violations, emotional dumping, only showing up when they need something, that one. Public support, but private jealousy. And that's a hard one to identify. Family using history to control your growth. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. So the guilt tripping is a big one.
mm,
Like especially from like the older generation to the younger generation, I think that's been a whole, because we're gonna have another episode where we're talking about what happened to the community, but where
hmm,
these younger people feel like they're they're pulling themselves away from their family because they feel like their family has expectations to a certain amount of access to them that they're not really willing to give, you know
hmm.
like just because I ask you something because I'm your mom, you have to do it, and if you don't, there's a problem. And I think the complexity when it's your family is that you don't want to just cut off your family, or because it's like it's whether I stop talking to her or not, it's still my mom, or whether I stop talking to him or not, it's still my brother, or my dad, or my sister, or my cousin. They're still family, and they're still going to be, if it's almost like you'd have to cut yourself off from the entire family because of one maybe red flag relationship. So I think sometimes there's a difficulty in that balance. But this is where I just say put your big girl panties on and be like, listen, that's not happening. This is unacceptable. This is where
Hmm.
sometimes we just gotta call it what it is. Cause then sometimes you might see it one way, and then maybe when they explain, it could maybe make more sense. But I mean, still stand your ground on what your boundaries are.
Facts.
Thought?
You don't have to waver. Yeah, I was ready to flow right into you. You don't have to waver on your standards for self, I think is the best way to put that. I don't want to say expectations
Mhm.
because I don't think that it's healthy to have that over yourself, because then it's like now you're going to be let down. But you don't have to waver on your own boundaries or your own standards for self, for anybody, truth be told.
Mm-mm.
And it's going to be important, like how he just said, community. I'm trying. Oh, hold on, let me put it on the screen. I have my
Yeah.
notes in my other hand. So it's going to be important that you communicate these things, because, honey, you'll mess around and become the red flag in that instance if you don't tell nobody the problem. How they supposed to just know? Assuming
Yeah.
people understand, that's a red flag. Assuming
Mhm.
they understand is definitely a red flag. At least for me when it comes to friends and family. Like if you just assume that I know that what just happened is, that's your perspective, just assuming I know
Mhm.
that, it's crazy to me.
This one right here, the public support and private jealousy. Um,
Mm. How do you
I've
identify
seen,
that?
I've I I've identified this. I've seen this a lot in the business space or like the what
Mm.
you got going on, and it's like in public, people are celebrating. Oh, my my brother does this and this and my homie do this and that. But then when it comes to supporting, you either want something free or you're not supporting at all. You know, so that's a red flag.
I
You
wish you
out
could see
here,
my whole arm stretched out over
yeah,
here pushing
yeah.
that button.
You out here telling everybody I sell jewelry, but you ain't bought a stitch of jewelry, or you expecting me to give it free because you are publicly. I ain't hire you for marketing.
Friend, I'm gonna even bring it down even farther. You quick to say my family member has a podcast, but when the last time you watched?
Mm,
When the last time you streamed? When did you
hmm
drop your last comment?
I be telling
Okay,
my family, look, I be telling my family, just turn it on. You only
that
halfway listen to
too.
me anyway because I'm your mom, so go ahead and halfway listen.
Listen, just hit the button. Like you don't even have to. Like if you want to just put it on play and let it just be in the background, help my algorithm, bro.
Yeah.
Or hit the share button
Mhm.
to somebody you think would listen if you don't want to listen.
Mhm.
But I didn't give that shout out to the Let's Get Canceled pod, realizing what the first point was on the list of family and friend red flags. So I will give them their ups, because whether we tune in or whether we are, invited to participate, they do. When we brought the Melanin Mindset back, they reached out and was like, what day are y'all starting back up so that we can let our viewers know, like, the
Yeah.
Melanin Mindset's coming back. And so it's like that equal support, like that engagement, that involvement, it definitely does help in a major way when it comes down to
Mhm.
how you show up, not just for family, for friends and people
Yeah.
around you. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, sharing that mutual push is everything. What is this? We got family not allowing you to grow up, not allowing you to grow to be an equal. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a red flag when your family is still looking at you like, oh, you 12-year-old nappy. And nappy
Girl,
about to be
I ain't never
40.
listen. Listen. I don't know if any family member of mine ever felt that way, but I know that's one of the red flags I wouldn't have even seen because the way I'm all the way grown.
It's
You
the
would, I
constant
don't know.
requirement to check it is annoying. It's
Mm,
annoying. I
but I
can I
mean,
can relate to that.
I would. So how does that? What does that look like?
It looks like directives. And I'm gonna give this, but I'm gonna tread lightly, I guess.
Oh,
Like
see,
saying,
that might be why right there because you tread lightly.
yeah, I do. I have a tendency to tread lightly. Um,
Because and that's why they feel like you still a child.
listen, it's things like with, this is what you're going to do, not can you
Mhm.
do this thing,
Where?
or
Where you do that?
Yeah. So this is what you're going to do, not can you do it. Now, 9 times out of 10, when it says this is what you're going to do, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I'm asked to do it, I'll find a way because I don't mind showing up for my family. But the this
Yeah.
is what you're going to do doesn't ever get me. Not today.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No, I guess I have had moments where I'd be like, I don't know. I think with my kids, I'm more of a I need you. Like if I'm forcing you, it's because I really need you. I really need you to do this thing for me right now. And I'll pay you back however I need to, but I need you on this task right now. And
That
I very
approach
much
is
take
still
into
different.
yeah, but I very much take into consideration like what they got going on before anything I need anyway. So like I'll give an example. My daughter braids. I know she don't like the bread. So if somebody asks me, I'll say, I'll get back to you. I'm not just automatically booking them going, she'll do it because I know she got to be in the mood to do it.
Mm.
So I'm not, and I know she's an adult. So I'm not going to be like, you need to do this because they want you to do your hair. No, if she don't want to do it, it's plenty of little braiders out here that can do it. So I don't know. And then I don't know. I guess.
Mm.
I think baby, if anybody ever did, I'm pretty sure they found out real quick I wasn't no kid. Because like I said,
Mm.
I attack things, I attack flags as they come. So as soon as it was said, I'm pretty sure I'd have been like, well, excuse me.
Oh, this is a
And
good
what's
one. It
wrong
says
with your
what is
2 feet? And what's wrong with your 2 feet?
it says what does it look like when someone benefits from the unhealed version of you?
um, what does it look like for who? For me, probably me overexerting myself and doing too much. Because
Mm-hmm.
the unhealed part of me, and I went through that. Like the part of me that felt like I had to give something or do something to be of value to people um caused me to just be overworked and overwhelmed all the time. Like I didn't
Mm.
have a no. I didn't know how to say no. And it caused me so that version of me would look tired, very tired.
Tired and done for all the time. Friend, I want to jump to this last one before the episode ends. Some
Hmm.
self evaluation. So, y'all comment down below what you think your biggest red flag is.
Mm-hmm. Let's
Um,
before we end, we do gotta say some good green flags. We do gotta say some good
all right.
green flags. And we could go
Okay.
through
So,
these work ones real quick. Cause I do need
oh, so
people
you
to
do want to
know
do the work ones?
I do need people to know the
Okay, go
workplace
ahead.
red flags. We're a family here. No, you're not.
You ain't my family.
Listen. You're not the chronic understaffing becoming company culture. No, because now you signed up to be the janitor, but for some reason you the janitor, the cashier, the greeter. No, rewarding burnout as loyalty. Like, oh, you have. I think the attendance award is a red flag. Oh my God. Janice worked here for 15 years and never missed a day. Janice, what is going on in your life? Janice, come on. No, Janice, take a vacation. What the hell? Lack of
I'm trying
boundaries
to think.
outside of work, being given responsibilities and you know that's not your authority or your that's above your pay grade, wearing many hats, being the self-starter, being an effect, all of this is red flags. Let me say this about work, because I know my friend think I'm just anti-employment, and that's not true. I am pro take care of yourself. I am pro take care of yourself first. Work is a tool. Work is what we do because we need money to eat, to put gas in our car, to do the things, to take the trips. Work is a tool. Please believe me, if you drop the tool or you die or you get sick,
Somebody
you will
else.
be replaced within minutes. You will be replaced. They already got somebody in mind when you got sick. Oh, look up. You 3 weeks pregnant, they already got your replacement in mind. They already interviewing either within or without to replace you. So please, like, don't put your work ahead of your what you need as a person, what makes you whole. Going to the doctor, taking mental health days. When I'm off, don't ask me nothing about work when I'm off. And I'm like that as a business owner. My family catches hell when they need their hair done after hours. I'd be like, no, I don't feel like doing your hair. Will I do it? Probably, because I don't like looking at you ugly. But no, when I'm off, I'm off. Even when I go to events and stuff, people be quick to be like, "Oh, girl, I gotta get in, and I need to come see you about my hair." I will slap a card in your hand and move right on because that's not what we're here for right now. Or I tell them, y'all know the website. You can look it up on the website. You got me on Facebook, right? All right, we'll talk. But that's not what we're here for right now. Green flags, healthy signs. Well, you mentioned one, nappy, consistency,
Mm-hmm.
accountability, emotional
Authenticity.
safety, like you being able to be vulnerable with a person without feeling like you're going to be judged. Or I said ugly is crazy. What I said?
I don't know. I didn't mean to click
I
that.
don't know.
I didn't read
What
it.
did I say? Ugly. Um, Respect for boundaries, clear communication. Um, Not that passive aggressive nonsense. Clear communication is a healthy sign. Listen, even if you don't want to hear the truth, even if you don't want to hear it, that's still a green flag, and that the person is actually being open and honesty with you, which is the next one: honesty, patience, peace, mutual effort, a growth mindset is a green flag. Some of us are stuck where we are, and sometimes somebody coming along challenging your comfort zone makes you uncomfortable, but that's not necessarily a red flag. It might be a green flag, and it might be a nudge for you to grow a little more. Apologizing without making excuses, um, and your actions matching your words. Those are
Mm,
green flags, and we need to pay more attention to all of them, because a lot of times
big
we get
facts.
so offended that we're not even paying attention to what the green flags are. So go ahead, friend, the part you wanted to jump into.
The self-reflection before we go, because that's probably a big part of, not even probably, that's definitely a big part of what we do, is make sure we hold ourselves accountable in instances. So we did have someone respond and say, my biggest red flag is not caring that I have them. So we got authenticity is a great green flag. I'm sorry, my hand, let me hold
Mm-hmm.
pause over. Authenticity is a great green flag for me, and you can feel it. Big facts.
Yeah.
Having your own community, and not always needing attention, definitely green flag. What else we got coming
Yes.
in? People think if you apologize without an excuse is a red flag. I
That's a
feel
red
like
flag.
when you,
That's a red flag.
yeah,
The person who think that, that's their red flag.
that's a red flag. I think it's a red flag when you apologize but excuse yourself. Like it's kind of like, well then what's the point? You're not apologizing. You just
You're
telling
not.
me well your feelings got hurt. Oh, that's the one. I'm sorry your feelings got hurt. Like
I
like
that might be my red flag. That might be my red flag.
that's so petty. Like I'm
But
sorry your
I'm
feelings
not
got hurt. You're
apologizing when
not
I say that.
sorry.
I'm not I'm not apologizing for what was said. I'm apologizing that you feel that way. But and I have an example, because I remember one time I told these students, they used to come back from lunch late all the time. And I remember one day I just laid into them and I said, I don't know how y'all plan on working in this industry and think you could just come and go and not be on time for your clients and things like that. And then I kind of went through and read each one of them. And I had told the one little girl, I said, you ain't nothing but a follower, because you really don't have a reason to be late coming back from break other than you following behind everybody else. And she pulled me aside after class and she was like, I was really offended by you calling me a follower. And I told her, okay. I said, okay. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry you feel offended, but you're a follower. You're a follower. So if you so offended, stop being a follower.
Yeah, and see if you would have
Guess
went
what
into
though?
that with the
She definitely took what I said, whether she believed it or not, because she was on time every time she took her own self to lunch and came back on time. She is working now at Aveda and doing a great job. She is the whole running the whole salon. But if she had kept following behind the boo boo and fools, she wouldn't have got there.
mm,
So
so
yeah,
the
I am
red flags
definitely
and stuff.
sorry. That's my red flag. Sorry you feel like that. I might pay attention to that more now.
All right, so I'm just gonna give a couple of self reflecting moments that y'all should really take with you today. So just make sure you're not avoiding accountability. Like just because someone tells you, like how she said, she told the person they were a follower. Just because somebody calls out a behavior that you carry or a trait that you present does not make them a red flag. So that self accountability or avoiding accountability on your part, which in turn makes you what, a red flag. Overreacting from old wounds, and this ties back into like the dating experience. I will share with you there are a lot of people out there because the girl was out here dating and carrying on, and there are people out here who, I mean, you will sit there and have to listen about their past relationship the entire time, or because somebody in their past hurt them, then this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, or they're trying to justify their behavior or them being
Mhm.
withdrawn because of what they previously dealt with. That is overreacting from old wounds. Ignoring your intuition. Make sure that you're paying attention to the things that you feel, because you could be a red flag in your own life because you're still dealing with the things that are issues that you definitely need to address. People pleasing, I am guilty. That used to be like my biggest red flag. Thank God for therapy. Shutting down instead of communicating, also another huge red flag I used to have. I do still have my moments where if it gets on my nerves enough, I might just, factory reset before I rejoin the conversation. Staying where you're not respected is a crappy place to be. So if you don't feel like you're being respected in a space that you're in, politely remove yourself, or remember, don't ignore setting the boundary clearly and explaining to other people. Confusing chaos with chemistry. Trauma bonds are not chemistry. I'm not elaborating on that. But yeah,
Mhm.
calling avoidance peace, trash. Expecting others to read your mind. I feel like I just mentioned that. Like, there's no way they're going to know you have a boundary if you don't address it. So I want to make sure that's what I'm leaving everybody on that note, making sure that you're doing some self reflecting. I feel like a really good example of that was what I had just put on the screen while you were explaining your story, friend. Wanting to do everything myself, but then being mad that nobody's helping, that you don't have no help. That's crazy work.
That's called
like,
controlling. That's called
mm,
controlling. And that was a red flag before because you want it to be done a specific way. So you try to control the situation. You try to say, okay, we're gonna do this, and then the people around you are gonna get used to you doing that. And so it's like if every time I'll give an example. I refuse to pump gas. If every time my car needed gas, my husband has pumped, why would I pump gas? Like, what would be the reason? He's controlling in that aspect. He makes sure the car is good. So I don't have to. But and when it's the where you feel upset because of something you did, because I can't say he's controlling because he likes to do it. But when you keep doing a thing and it makes you upset that nobody is helping you do it, you have a control issue.
mhm.
You have a control issue. So let sometimes, you know, I was getting ready to say it's okay if one of the protein shakes is facing the wrong direction. They put the
All right,
protein
so
shakes
listen,
away.
if you're not already tuned into the Melanin Mindset, make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube at the Melanin
Mhm.
Mindset, Facebook, the Melanin Mindset, Instagram, Melanin Mindset _ as well as Threads, and TikTok at the Melanin Mindset so that you can stay plugged in with us. Friend, do you have any
Mhm.
comments for the viewers before we go, other than protein shake relative?
Yeah, I mean, not every uncomfortable moment is a red flag. Not every disagreement means it's time to go. But peace should not require you to pretend. You shouldn't have to pretend to have peace. You're allowed to pay attention to what you see. You're allowed to trust what you feel. You're allowed to stop calling warning signs small things. Oh, it's just. You're allowed to choose peace before the situation breaks you. The goal isn't perfection, it's discernment. Because ignoring warning signs is not going to make them disappear. They're just going to be there. And green flags are not there to make you suspicious. They're there to remind you that healthy connections exist. So thank you guys for tuning in. Go on out there and snatch down and wave some flags. Until next time, guys, peace out.